The giant panda is a mammal characterized by its huge body, round face, and black and white fur, and it is considered one of the rare mammals in the world. The panda lives in the bamboo forests in the mountains of central China, so it is called the bamboo bear, and is known in Chinese as Daxiangmo. That is, the big cat. It is worth noting that its scientific name is Ailuropida melanaluca, which means the black and white animal with feet similar to cat feet. The height of the giant panda from the ground to the shoulder when it stands on its four legs ranges from 0.6 to 0.9 meters, while its body length ranges from 1.2 to 1.8 meters, and its size is close to the size of an American black bear. As for weight, the weight of males ranges around 113 kilograms in the wild, while females its weight rarely reaches 104 kilograms. Males are larger than females. The panda is distinguished by many physical characteristics, most notably the round head, plump body, and short tail, which are characteristics of the giant panda's external appearance. The area of its ears, the area around the eyes, the legs, and the shoulder girdle are characterized by black fur, while the rest of its body is white. Its fur is characterized by coarseness and density to keep it warm in the mountain forests where the climate is humid and cold. Giant pandas can grasp and bite bamboo stems with their unique paws. It uses one of its elongated wrist bones, like its thumb, to eat, in addition to having strong jaws and teeth. As for sleeping, the giant panda sleeps for 2 to 4 hours between meals, and during the summer it may increase to 6 hours or more, and the giant panda may sleep on its side, or its back, or its stomach on the forest floor, or next to a tree, and it continues to defecate during its sleep, and its body does not store fat due to the low nutritional value of bamboo, so it does not hibernate in the winter, but rather migrates short distances to lower areas, unlike bears, and the giant panda is distinguished by its they are rather noisy animals, especially females during the estrus cycle in zoos, but in the forest they emit 11 different sounds. Giant pandas place marks on trees, rocks and grasses that indicate their identity, sex, and sometimes their social status, through a scent issued by a large gland located under its tail, which ranges in length from 10 to 15 centimeters, and by rubbing it against objects such as trees and rocks to regulate communication between them through the sense of smell. Males determine their living places using it, while females use it during the estrus cycle, as indicated by the chemical analysis of these marks. It makes a sound similar to the sound of a sheep or a young goat and is called bleating. It also produces other sounds such as screaming when angry, others similar to barking and growling. As for its young, it makes the sound of chirping and groaning. Researchers were able to decipher 13 different giant panda sounds in research published in the fall of 2017. 2015 AD, scientists collected a lot of data, analyzed vocal fingerprints, and recorded their voices in different situations, such as eating, mating, and others within a project to understand panda languages launched by the China Center for Research and Protection of Giant Pandas. Giant panda cubs express themselves by making several sounds in different situations, including ji when hungry, woo-woo, or cuckoo when not feeling happy. When a stranger approaches her, she barks loudly meaning, "Get out of my place." They sing like birds when they are worried about their young. Giant pandas exchange the feeling of love with males emitting constant bleats and constant chirping in females. They also chirp like birds when they are worried about their young. Giant pandas reciprocate the feeling of love with the male's constant bleating and the female's constant chirping. As for the movement of the panda is considered slow-moving and rarely moves faster than walking. It can also stand on its hind legs, in addition to climbing trees easily and ascending a distance of about 3.9 kilometers from the surface of the earth. It is also able to swim due to its similarity to bears. While relaxing, males can stand upside down on their hands by leaning on trees, in addition to turning around and bathing in the dirt. The mating season for giant pandas occurs in the spring, that is, in the period extending from March to May. During the estrus cycle for females, males also find females through their developed sense of smell, which they also use to avoid other males. In addition to smell, the location of females is also determined by sound, and during this season males compete in between them to have the opportunity to mate, as the males become very hostile, and it may reach the point that about 1 to 5 male pandas gather around each female. As for the senses, the following is a breakdown of the characteristics of the panda senses. Strong sense of sight. Pandas can distinguish colors and have good vision. During the night, she can also locate a moving object from a great distance. She has good eyesight despite the myth that she does not see well because of the small size of her eyes. Strong sense of smell. Giant pandas are able to use their sense of smell, which is considered one of their most important senses, to find a mate, avoid humans, locate their young, and collect food. They have strong sounds. Pandas make sounds when they feel angry or afraid. Intelligence. Pandas are considered intelligent animals that learn quickly. Some of them have been trained to do more than 20 tricks in one of the zoos in China, including riding a bicycle. Giant pandas have clever ways to conserve energy, which allows them to survive and continue to eat bamboo, which is low in nutrients, including a lazy lifestyle. Giant pandas are considered lazy animals that do not move much and have slow movements. Scientists used a GPS tracking device and analyzed the chemicals in panda feces. When tracking 5 captive animals and 3 others living in the wild, they found that when comparing pandas with other animals that have the same body mass, pandas expend only 38% of the energy that those animals need. Small organs. The panda's organs, such as the brain, liver, and kidney, are small in size relative to their size when compared to other bears, which enables them to provide a good percentage of energy. Because these smaller organs require less energy to perform their work. Thyroid hormones. Thyroxine and triiodothyronine are hormones secreted by the thyroid gland to regulate the body's metabolism. Scientists have found that the levels of these hormones are reduced by half in giant pandas compared to other mammals with the same body mass. Therefore, scientists suggested that there is a genetic mutation in the gene, DUOX2, which is involved in the production of these hormones. That is the reason for its decline, so giant pandas have a low metabolic rate, which saves energy in their body. Body composition. The giant panda adapts to the environment in which it lives in several ways. It obtains warmth in cold forests through the thick fur that covers it. It is also able to bite through bamboo, which may reach a thickness of 3.81 centimeters, through its very wide and flat teeth, in addition to the muscles of its jaw. They are strong, and their wrist bones, which work like thumbs, help them carry and hold bamboo. Panda food. The giant panda feeds mainly on bamboo, which represents 99% of the panda's food, although it is not considered a material rich in nutrients, which requires it to eat very quickly, and to eat large quantities equivalent to about 15% of its body weight within a period of 12 hours per day, and they can sometimes feed on plants, fish, or other small animals. Where the panda is widespread, giant pandas currently live in limited areas of the forest because they are solitary animals and prefer to stay away from humans. They are found in the provinces of Sichuan and Gansu, and Shaanxi in the mountains of western China, along with other animals, such as red pandas, kangaroos, and leopards, in addition to the sable, mongoose, and golden Sichuan monkeys. As for ancient times, they lived in the regions of southern and eastern China and in Vietnam and Myanmar within coniferous forests interspersed with dense bamboo plants. The altitude of the areas where giant pandas live is about 2,500 meters and temperatures range between 4 to 15 degrees Celsius. Therefore, it takes refuge at the bottom of the mountains during the winter in search of warmth, while in the summer it climbs to the top in search of coolness, and the giant panda continues to move in search of food, water and shelter for a distance ranging between 4 to 7 kilometers and may reach 10 kilometers per day, and it does not has a fixed and permanent place to reside, but rather seeks shelter inside hollow trees, and it is worth noting that it does not hibernate in the winter. The life cycle of a panda. Scientists estimate that the average lifespan of a giant panda that lives in the wild ranges between 15 to 20 years, while those that live in zoos can live up to 30 years. Below is an overview of the life cycle of a panda. Mating. The fertilized egg is implanted in the wall of the female bear's uterus 2 to 3 months after mating. The period of growth and development of the fetus lasts for only 2 months, as indicated by the hormone levels in the female's urine. Then she gives birth in a bamboo nest about 5 months after mating, and she may give birth to twins, as sometimes happens in some reserves. But this is a rare occurrence in the wild. Birth of young pandas. The baby panda is known as daisum. It is born pink, weighs about 141 grams and is approximately 15 centimeters long. It is not able to crawl until it reaches 3 months of age. It is noteworthy that young pandas are considered the smallest offspring of placental mammals in relation to the size of the mother when compared. Its size is the size of the mother. The ratio of its weight to its mother's weight is only about 1 to 800, and it is worth noting that the mother cannot usually care for all newborns if she gives birth to twins. Caring for the young panda cubs spend the first 100 days of their lives in the nest, and in the first 2 to 3 weeks of their life, the mother uses her front arms and thumb-like wrist bones to hug her infant. The infant's growth is slow during the first months, so it depends on its mother for warmth and food. After about 45 days of birth, the baby's eyes usually open, and then they begin to eat bamboo easily after the baby teeth appear, that is, when they reach about 14 months of age. Pandas are usually weaned at age ranges from 18 to 24 months. Giant pandas can begin breeding at the age of 6 to 7 years, and the mother must be separated from her cubs so that they can enter a new reproductive cycle. In general, the giant panda's lifespan can be divided as follows. newborn, extends from the first day of birth until 365 days. Juveniles, ranging from 12 to 18 months old. Near puberty, these are pandas whose age ranges from 19 months to 4.5 years. Puberty, she is older than 4.5 years. Thank you for watching.